got on my face. So I have the Amsoil. It's EAO. Today we're working on the Diesel.
That's not how you say that.
We got this big truck here. It takes almost as much oil as the Camaro. This is how much it takes. We've been wanting to do the oil change for a year now, but it's really dirty, so
This is a serious video.
we've been waiting for a long time. Anyways, we have this 2021 2500 HD Duramax L5P behind us. All of this Amsoil that we will be recharging it with and getting rid of all of the nasty oil that has been driven across the country several times. And we also have an oil filter, which visually does not look like the same size, but I think it'll work perfectly because on the Amsoil website, this is what comes up. So trust those guys. And Amsoil also has a oil filter wrench that is perfectly the size for the oil filter here. And so it'll be easy to take the filter on and off without ruining it, because it's probably really dirty and hot underneath there. This is the first time that I will be working on a diesel. But this truck takes 3, 6, 9, 10 quarts? 10 quarts of oil. Not that much compared to a Ford that takes like 4 gallons of oil. Or is it 3 gallons of oil? Anyways, I have the same drain pan that I use for all the cars. Supposedly this fits 10 quarts, so I guess we'll test it out. If not, we'll have an awesome time cleaning it up. And I have a towel so I don't ruin my clothes. I thought about wearing white, but just time to climb underneath and get her changed. Should be fast, right? Shout out Amsoil for having the best oil ever. I use Amsoil on all of my vehicles. If you come over and I give you something not Amsoil, it's probably because I don't love you. Take these out. Has oil on it. I'm going to have to get wrenches. I don't know what size wrench we're gonna need. Best part about this is that we don't have to jack it up. Just climb underneath. Well, maybe I got all too big of sizes. I guarantee it's like a 15, which is in my drawer, the one I didn't grab. It's of course the one I didn't grab. Thank God I bought the 15 though. Yeah, it's for sure 15. All right, are we positive this is the oil? It's gotta be.
Yes.
Oh, it's a moving. It's moving or it's stripping. Which one?
Oh, God.
It's always how it is, right? Oh, it's moving. The star's spinning. I don't know, like, if this thing just is gonna explode on me or what.
It comes out like sludge.
Oh my gosh. Comes out like a mudslide color. And we're just like praying that it's like pitch black right now. And it comes out like brown. Milky and brown.
It's got stars in it. It's got glitter in it.
Okay, well, it's black. That's good. Do we have gloves?
Yeah.
Like, rubber gloves? None? I'll just let it drain like that through all 10 quarts, just so I don't get my hands dirty. Yeah, it's hot. There's lots of metal in it.
Sounds like the next owner's problem. Probably.
It's literally the same color as my fingernails. It literally looks like my nail. Look how black that is. I've never seen oil that dark before.
It's all the oil that was in there. It just
Yep. It's hot. I do know where some gloves are though. in my ceramic kit.
Oh God.
It like is already staining my fingers. It's so dark. I got gloves.
Hey, glove. Michael Jackson.
There's not an easy way to do this, is there? God, it's hot. Is this what they mean when they say diesels are dirty to work on?
Yes.
Okay, it's like close to coming out now. Do I just go for it? Success. All right, now we're just gonna pray that this thing doesn't overflow.
Kayla, relaxing time.
It's a lot of oil. I'm happy that it's the oil.
There's transmission.
It's filling up pretty fast. That's slowing down.
It's because we burn oil. It's like a Volkswagen.
Diesels burn oil this fast?
Like a Volkswagen.
Oh no, don't make a mess. All right, time to put the drain plug back in. I quickly sprayed it with some brake cleaner, so it's all clean. And we're gonna tighten her up. It's been leaking for at least feels like 20 minutes. And the truck is also like at an angle, so the front is slightly more lifted. It's not squatted, but we're at an angle on the ground, so it helps with the oil flow going to the back of the pan and coming out. Okay. I always check the bolts too if it has like a little rubber washer gasket in it. I don't understand why this is so hard to turn once it's in. It's so weird. Tool that I use to take it off and tighten her up. All right, how tight do we want it? 2 foot-pounds?
So it goes ready, loosey.
Oh my gosh, look how it matches my nail polish. It's so dark. I didn't know this, but Amsoil actually sells a brake and parts cleaner, aka brake cleaner, and we're gonna try it out. I'm trying not to make the bottle look like super dirty with my diesel oiled up hands. I just popped this little straw in there, and he flinched. And then I grabbed this out of the trash, a dirty paper towel that I used to clean the internals of a pressure washer motor yesterday. And once that stops and I put the bolt back, I'm going to brake clean the surface off and clean it off just so when we drive the car, you won't smell burning oil and like be overthinking things or think that something exploded after I worked on it.
Which happens.
Yeah, it's just, you know, reducing us freaking out in the future. I sprayed that like halfway. That was not full force, but I didn't want it to splash into my eyes and all that. And I like to let the cleaner fall into the pan so it all comes off together. Sweet. All right, now we gotta battle that oil filter over there. How hot is this gonna be? Oh God, it's like impossible to grip. It's so big. I like having a towel so I can slide. It's hard to get it straight. This is definitely gonna make a mess. Oh yay, it's loosening already. Thank goodness. Thanks, diesel mechanics. They're better than car mechanics at that. I don't know how this is not gonna make a huge mess. Wow, it flowed perfectly straight down. think I can do it by hand now? Oh, I got on my face. All right, well, that was the messy side of doing it. I just let the other oil filter drain out. Now it's time to put the new oil filter on. So I have the Amsoil, it's the EAO 11. Usually like pre-fill this before I install it, but this one we are putting it in sideways so it'll all kind of spill out. So the important thing not to forget is just dip your finger in some oil and just grease up the little rubber gasket here, because we don't want this rubber gasket sealing to our oil pan or whatever it's connected to for when you're taking it off next time. Do this kind of messy because it's better to have more rather than less. Simply take this on and screw it to the position that you took off your old oil filter, if it fits.
Is it threading?
Yeah, it takes me so long to get it straight onto the centerpiece. If it's not perfectly straight and centered, it like doesn't thread, and then I always think I have the wrong size. It's hand tightened pretty good. And I'm just gonna spray it some brake cleaner and wipe it off a bit. Well, it's mostly hand tightened, but I'm just gonna go based off of how tight it was when I took it off. Usually it's like another half turn. Yeah, it's super loose. Because I can't grip it because it's so big. All right, that should be good. Now time to go fill her up. And get this in a reachable position. I was so scared I was about to hit the ceiling. Oil, all the way back there where it's hard to reach. Okay, 1540 diesel oil. Check every single bottle. You don't want to put in
Dominator racing oil.
diff fluid, greasing oil. Okay. Oh, it's hot. This oil isn't dark. I have to stay bent over the whole time I'm doing this. How much mileage is in between oil changes on this thing?
10,000.
10,000? So we just drove this truck to Montana, and it hit like 0% oil, obviously on like the mileage rating for the vehicle, once we were in Montana, and we drove it all the way back and around town on 0.
Okay. Like 1,000 miles long.
It's like 2,000.
No, it's 1,000.
Probably like 1,500 realistically.
1,000.
It's like 1,200 each way to Montana and then around town.
Okay. Highway miles don't count for real miles.
It's a lot of oil.
Is there supposed to be a puddle under the truck?
Oh my gosh.
We're good.
So I was explaining to Sam earlier that the W, when you're looking for oils, it actually stands for winter and not weight. The whatever number W, that's the oil viscosity at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like how much the oil flows at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like what, negative 18 degrees Celsius? It's just a rating. A lot of people call it weight, but it's not. good sweat on.
Yeah. Still tipping on fofos.
Your belt looks like brand new.
It's a brand new truck.
It's like sparkly new. It's deleted. Psych, it's a Chevy. Ford soon.
Wait, that says Amsoil.
No, you always try to scare me. I check it every time. Could always flush it. Order more oil, because we don't have any more of this right now. We have all the oil for all our other vehicles. Diesel's so expensive. 10? Now does it take 10? Can I reach this? Nope. Make sure to put the oil cap back on. And that's just literally tight. Sweet. Look over all the other fluids. That completes the job.
Mechanic.
Stayed very clean, very easy. Only 100-degree heat. Woo! She runs. Look how pretty of a truck that is. Love it. No oil leaks. I'm gonna have to clean this mess up from the oil filter, but man, so pretty. If you guys are wondering, this is a full satin clear bra on it. And sadly it is water stained, but we're getting it warranted. But it's the best way to protect paint, and it doesn't look like the cheap matte wraps that they have. And she's on American Forces with some Ridge Grappler from Nitto. And we did lights, and it looks beautiful with no oil leaks. God, I love this truck. Oh no, he wants me to remind you guys of the train horns. It's so freaking loud. But this truck is actually my dream truck. I love it so much. Every day coming home, it's awesome to look at. Okay. Yeah, he didn't hold it for long. He didn't want to kill me. Train horns are so loud. If you guys have any questions or do an oil change on your truck in the future, you guys can put any questions down below and I'll be happy to answer anything you have. And for any car, truck, or lawnmower, any type of motor vehicle, pressure washer, anything, Amsoil does actually have oil and all different types of fluids, lubricants, and cleaners. Surprisingly, brake cleaner and engine cleaner and degreaser on their website, so you guys can go check out all that on Amsoil. You just have to type in your car and truck and it'll give you exactly what you need, so you don't have to do all the research yourself to figure it all out. And I do actually recycle the oil, so I will be taking it to a local AutoZone or O'Reilly's and getting that recycled, and so I don't have to dispose of it down the drain or anything crazy like that and harming the environment. It's time for me to go shower too. I look like a little speckled cow now. I didn't realize that oil would be so dark and dirty. Happy Diesel!
Yay.
Now more road trips.
For the new owner.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be getting rid of her soon. I've had her for like 2 years now.
Longest I've ever owned a vehicle.
Seriously, it's crazy. I've had my Camaro for like 7, going on 8 years. And this thing's 2 years old and we're like, all right, time to get rid of her. I hope you all have an amazing day or night, whatever time it is, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.